accusations come out, then you got lawsuits, then you got your network involved, then you got, salacious details, and then you got more accusers that come out.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Sometimes you can be too freaky for your own good. Now, Shannon Sharpe and Joy Taylor thought that their ass would never get exposed. Now, even though this same thing affected their careers in two separate ways, from the streets they came, and to the streets they returned. Welcome to my channel. Grab some popcorn and enjoy the show. I do not understand when people try to separate sexual relationships from emotions, mental states, and physical states.
I've lived by a rule. Don't mess with anybody who has nothing to lose. And by that I mean, not only don't do bad stuff, but if you are a public figure, or if you've got money or fame or a platform, you have to be really, really careful who you spend your time with and what you do and how much you divulge. And it's unfortunate. That's part of the reality, though, of being a public figure, because this kind of stuff can ruin your life. He's got money. He's not going to go broke, we don't think. He'll weather this fine, probably get another gig, do his own thing. And if it's true, then he deserves it. If it's not, well, that's just more damage from the Me Too movement that we take everybody's word as gospel now.
And unless you want to live a healthy and happy life, there seems to be an unhealthy attachment when it comes to the relationship that people have with money, sex, and intimacy.
It is a curse.
Normally, when you see a man that chooses to live this type of lifestyle with the sexual revolution, it usually comes from the enjoyment or him choosing to enjoy the fruits of his labor when it comes to his fame, his wealth, his success, and his access. See what I did there? And with women, even though it's not always true, most of the times, or at least the ones that we hear about, they use this same sexual revolution to get ways to access fame, to access wealth, and to access a stable lifestyle that they can enjoy. The same thing, but is used to get to different places with two different people in two separate lives.
Nice.
Now, you would think that somebody that engages in this type of freaky ass lifestyle would put some measures in place to make sure that their ass never gets seen by the public. And that brings me to Shannon Sharpe and Joy Taylor, the two people that have been buzzing online for their sexual deviancy in the community. Sometimes being smart is not by how you look, it's not even by how you speak. And surprisingly, it's not even always about the platform that you've been given. Sometimes being smart is simply about how you choose to live your life or how you choose to move about your daily lifestyles when you're not on camera.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
These two have both been fired from their respective companies. And even though they will still be alright, it doesn't change the fact that this is a looming cloud over their careers for the rest of their lives. Probably it will even affect every single person that they choose to do business with moving forward. Joy Taylor chose to engage in these sexual deviancies with people in her own workplace. And you would think that when you do it with people in the workplace, because they have the same thing to lose, just like you, there's a low tendency for things to be exposed. But not knowing that, if you are engaging in some acts, you should probably be nice to people around you, especially when they might know a thing or two.
And I say this affectionately. You might be one of the dumbest folks on the planet Earth.
After Fox Sports suspiciously canceled all of the shows that she is part of, including Speak, which was one of their top shows. They also canceled The Facility, which means Emmanuel Acho is out as well. This comes just months after she was named in a lawsuit, which allegedly said that she was climbing the corporate ladder in the wrong ways. Just months after Emmanuel Acho was named to allegedly have romantic relations with Joy Taylor to help her secure a job back in 2022. He deleted this video right after of him praising her again back in 2022. And Joy posted this workout video on Instagram to show that she is unbothered.
Now, in the case with Shannon Sharpe, he put himself in this situation because he first released a video on Instagram showing his or expressing his vocal cords with how he chooses to behave and sound when he's in the moment.
Nice.
And now, even though there's nothing wrong with it, face value, he got exposed by an OnlyFans model who has chosen to retire because she has made enough money that can last her for a long time.
The boy has been cursed.
And this comes back to telling people, Shannon Sharpe chose to take his mess outside the workplace. And look at where that got him. And this is the point. Wait for a second, I gotta ask a question. Have you all subscribed to this channel yet? I know you are enjoying this video, so make sure you subscribe so we can fly. Back to the video. It does not really matter where you choose to do your nasty work in or who you choose to do your nasty work with. If you are somebody that tends to preach one thing online, portray yourself to be a different person online, the people that you choose to do things with will always have something against you, because most of the time they have nothing to lose. And even when you have something to lose, it doesn't take somebody that you did something with to expose you.
Fuck.
Somebody else that doesn't like you can expose you, and that's exactly what happened to Joy Taylor. When you get addicted to what you're doing, or when you get addicted to where you're going without having the right structures in place, you might sometimes lose track of the safety measures that you once put in place to prevent yourself from being caught in situations exactly like this. Which is why everybody must master self-control. And not just that, one must come to realize that sometimes the places or the person that you want to be is not worth the things that you're being asked or required to do.
Because ESPN snatched that contract faster than T.I. snatched Nunu's chain. I knew the moment that you said you were taking a break from ESPN, you weren't coming back, and you never should have been playing on them people's platform. ESPN is owned by
Disney, the home of Frozen, the home of Moana.
Oh, baby, you had to go. Let's actually rewind and break this all the way down. First, the allegations came out about the baby gravy. Then you called it a shakedown. Then you cut that check, so evidently
the shakedown worked.
But actually, when we're on this topic, let's go back even further than that, because apparently you told your daughter that her wedding budget was $30K.
How much?
I let it go for about $40.
$40? And you said folks need to mind their business and date within their wage? Well, dare I say it, now that you've retired that former OnlyFans model, she might just be in
your tax bracket.
And now you have retired her before you're even able to retire.
Nasty work.
Wanting to get access and fame is good. Wanting to live a very great and enjoyable lifestyle is good. But sometimes you also have to realize that the way about which you want to get those things may not be worth it. Because soon you realize that if you were just a regular person from where you came from, knowing all that you have now, you might wish that you still remained that person from the very beginning. I have come to realize that being alone and being single is sometimes, if not most times, the safest place to be until you find somebody that, if you are indeed as freaky as they claim, you can choose to do all your freaky things with. But you know that what that will come with? That will come with effort, that will come with work, that will come with trust, and that will come with stability. Because ain't nobody with an ounce of self-respect or with an ounce of any brain cells in their brain between their ears is putting themselves in a situation where it will ruin everything that they ever worked for in one day. Let me know your opinions in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.